I feel like we already have clarity in terms of the U.S. regulatory regime for now. Gary Gensler at the SEC seems to want to stop any crypto companies in their tracks and either have them close their businesses down completely or move offshore. How do you think? How do you think it's all playing out?
Well, I think MicroStrategy's view since 2020 has been that the only institutional grade investable asset in the crypto space is Bitcoin. Bitcoin is the universally, globally acknowledged digital commodity in this industry. I think it's pretty clear that the regulators don't see a legitimate path forward for cryptocurrencies like the stable coins, crypto securities like the tokens mentioned. They don't have any love for crypto derivatives. They don't have any love for crypto tokens, and they have a view of crypto exchanges which is far constrained. I mean, their view is crypto exchanges should trade and hold pure digital commodities like Bitcoin. And so the entire industry is kind of destined to be rationalized down to a Bitcoin-focused industry with maybe a half a dozen to a dozen other proof-of-work tokens.
So you heard it there. Michael Saylor said that he believes that the industry is going to be narrowed down to a Bitcoin focused with maybe a dozen other proof-of-work currencies. Welcome back to the Kaspa Silver YouTube channel. If you guys are new around here, please consider leaving a like on the video after watching and also subscribing to the channel. Michael Saylor obviously does not know about the upcoming proof-of-work cryptocurrency known as Kaspa. Kaspa has actually been moving like crazy recently, and it's just based upon the fact that it is going to be SEC resistant, number one. Number two, the developers that are behind Kaspa is so mind-blowing. The history goes back so far that, in my opinion, there's just no other reason to be investing into anything else other than Kaspa and Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be respected by the rest of the world. Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin's not going anywhere. There's a ton of Bitcoin ETFs being proposed now by BlackRock and by other companies. 5 banks got together to make their own crypto exchange. Guys, it's pretty obvious. Bitcoin is going to be the one. It's going to be the most respected always. But Michael Saylor there believes that a second best may be available. And I pretty much could say that Kaspa is on that path to do this. And this is because of all the respect it has in the space. Taking a look at the Ethereum white paper, we can already see how Jonathan and Aviv, which are the original people who created the Ghost protocol back in 2013, are cited in the Ethereum white paper. This is because their technology was first proposed to Bitcoin. Secure high rate transaction processing in Bitcoin by Jonathan and Aviv. This was back in 2013. This was otherwise known as the Ghost protocol. And you could see that Ethereum actually implemented a modified version of the Ghost protocol and ultimately did not even really succeed with it. Ended up having to hard fork into a proof of stake cryptocurrency. And honestly, I think the transition is happening that people are realizing proof of stake cryptocurrencies are not how currencies should be built. Basically, what's happening is the whole entire crypto market, the rest of the crypto market is technically just a bunch of companies that are funding themselves with retail investors, and they're dumping their tokens on top of you. Will these currencies probably go up in the future? Yes, they probably will. But honestly, I don't care to have more risk on top of the fact that it's already a cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is risky in itself, but I'm going to add more risk to the fact that my currency may get delisted from exchanges because they're going to be a security or they're going to have to go through government issues and all that kind of stuff. I don't want to deal with that kind of risk. And that's why I hold true to a Bitcoin and Kaspa holding portfolio for the upcoming crypto bull market. Bitcoin has ton of history, ton of trust. ETFs are being built for it. It's pretty clear. Bitcoin literally has its own country that has it as legal tender. It's pretty clear. Bitcoin should be in everyone's portfolio pretty much. But then Kaspa has so much history to it in itself too. the amount of research that has gone into building Kaspa. I mean, we're talking about Ethereum white paper, and then not only that, it goes into the Spectre protocol, which came out in 2016, which then eventually gets into the Phantom Ghost Stack protocol, which comes out in 2021, which is Kaspa today, and then soon we're gonna have the Dagnite protocol come into Kaspa, which is basically just gonna be faster than we've ever seen in a proof of work cryptocurrency. And the developer behind all of this, mainly Jonathan Somplinsky, is the guy who actually founded the original protocol that was proposed to Bitcoin and it was rejected. He founded the Spectre protocol, which is actually a protocol that other cryptocurrencies are attempting to use, which I'm going to be showing you that in a little bit here. And ultimately, Jonathan is respected in the space. He's the reason why like 99% of cryptocurrencies actually exist in the space, because they use some of his protocols, some of his implementations, because Jonathan has always been building back since 2013, and he's finally made his own coin, which is Kaspa. I want to show you guys this clip from the Cardano founder over here.
I haven't heard a lot about this, but you're
take a listen
implementing
to this.
the Spectre protocol.
Yeah, well, that's
Right.
a protocol we might implement. It depends upon, at the end of the day, the research development, the Zencash team's opinion, the community's opinion. But that's probably the best of the group that we've seen to start with, in a really rigorous inquiry.
I mean, it's extremely fascinating. I would say this is the most fascinating protocol out there.
Slows things down. It doesn't damage throughput or security. So this was a line of research that started in Israel under two people, Avi Zohar and Yonatan Samopinski.
What year did that come out?
And the first paper was called Ghost, and it came out in 2013. And actually, we included Ghost, a version of it, in the Ethereum protocol.
Mm-hmm.
So later on, what they did is they built up the theory, they built up the rigor, and they created a new version of the protocol called Spectre, which came out in 2016.
Right.
And they've been since iterating and refining and thinking carefully about the model.
Putting all that work into, creating a DAG. I mean, is that something that you're really serious about implementing? I mean,
Tens
Zencash
of
is-
thousands of transactions per second,
Really?
Yeah.
low latency, confirmation times. It's basically like an order of magnitude performance.
If there is a big difference between the Spectre protocol and the existing DAG protocol that's being implemented in the three other projects we mentioned, right?
Yeah, and Spectre is kind of fine-tuned for proof of work, whereas
is.
IOTA and Hashgraph is not.
You see, all the protocols that Jonathan has built has always been for proof of work only. It does not work on a proof of stake. It can only work on a proof of work. And you could see how they're actually respecting Jonathan's work and saying that they even wanted to maybe implement the Spectre protocol. But Jonathan is past the Spectre protocol. He's already been past that and is already done with that. He's moved on, and he's moved on to the Phantom Ghost Stack protocol, which is actually the protocol that Kaspa is running in right now. And I want to show you also another clip of Vitalik giving some credibility to Jonathan as well.
It stands for latest message-driven, greedy, heaviest observed subtree. So it's an adaptation of the Ghost protocol created by Yonatan Somplinsky and Aviv Zohar back in 2013 to a proof-of-stake context. And the way the Ghost protocol for proof of work worked is basically that instead of looking at the longest chain, you do this kind of block by block procedure where every time you reach a block that has two children, you pick the child that has more blocks in total supporting it, even if those blocks are not part of the same chain.
So there you have it, Vitalik giving some credibility to Jonathan back then in the day, talking about his protocol that they implemented into Ethereum, and they used a modified version of that as well. You see, Kaspa is solving the crypto trilemma. It solved the decentralization issue, it solved the scalability issue, and it's also solving the security issue, because all Kaspa is a generalization of the Nakamoto consensus, which that consensus follows the longest chain protocol, and basically they just innovated it and created a block DAG. And this block DAG looks just like this, and it connects blocks in a parallel. That's why it's called a DAG, and it's connecting blocks to other blocks. And right now we're able to do 1 block per second. We're currently testing 10 blocks per second, which have never been seen before in the crypto space. And also, there's no pre-mine, no ICO, no allocated tokens, completely fair launch, just like Bitcoin. And if you're a Bitcoiner, Kaspa is definitely 100% worth the look to start researching into, just because of all the tech behind it. And I know, like, the saying, the meme is like, oh yeah, I'm in it for the tech. And honestly, I mean, like, the tech is what blows me away. And the tech, and in my opinion, I think education is what's gonna win. Is what's gonna make Kaspa win, is education. People actually understanding the tech that is going behind Kaspa. This isn't just like some meme coin. This isn't just another proof of stake token. This isn't just any kind of cryptocurrency that's built. This is a cryptocurrency that's never been seen before in the space. It has no competitors in the space. It has the best developers in the space. You heard it from other founders, from coins that are in the top 10, giving credibility to Jonathan, who is the founder of Kaspa. So, these are the reasons why Kaspa, to me, is very trustworthy and is super bullish for the long run. And in my opinion, why I don't waste my time investing into any other cryptocurrencies other than Bitcoin and Kaspa. You see, Bitcoin is the digital gold in the space, and Kaspa is aiming to be the digital silver. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. And if you guys have not yet subscribed to my Patreon, consider supporting my channel and subscribing to the Patreon. You guys get access to my private Discord where you guys can talk to like-minded people like myself, and also get access to free giveaways every single week, and also early access to all my YouTube videos before they go live to the public. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. And as always, don't be average, be different.